whakataka te hau ki te uru, whakataka te hau ki te tonga, kia mā kina kina ki uta, kia mā taratara ki tai. E hi ake ana ki te atakora, he tio he hoka hou hou. Whano, whano, hara mai te toki, humie hui e, tai ki e.
When I walk through the festival and I see what we as a team have created, and I look at that, it brings so much joy, you know, to see what we've accomplished. And then when I walk into the office and I see the team and they're just rocking it, that's, for me, I have these little moments of celebration inside me, just seeing it working, seeing all of our preparation, you know, coming to fruition, and it's all like the ship is running smoothly and it's all there. Like, even though the ship is going somewhere, the fact that the ship is on the water is really beautiful, and that for me definitely is something to celebrate about.
The aspect of like being so broad in cultural expression, so welcoming to every culture and every age group. It's very family friendly. There's something for everyone to do. That's what I like about it. It sort of brings people together from all walks of life into sort of a center point, which is art and music and celebration and nature and some ritual and family, community and friends.
Feels like you come into this whole new world. It's like this big village of just beautiful, diverse people of all different countries and nations, and lots of love. You come in and instantly the vibe hits you. It's just this beautiful love and unity and goodness.
Some of the separation and division that's happened between people, and our stance on really staying open and staying inclusive and setting a space for people to be able to come together, and even if there are disagreements, we can still go to the dance floor and dance and share a meal and sit down together and stay connected and stay united. And really putting that as the foundation for the way that we relate to each other. We relate to each other as family, as fundamentally as human beings. Yeah.
I believe it's all in the name, and that's why a lot of people feel comfort here, because it's talking about core values, base values, groundedness, you know, feeling stability, a place to stand. That is the earth. That's what the earth yields for us. And the beat representing the heart, rhythm, the beautiful sounds and music that we all resonate together, from the concerts to the workshops, you know, from us coming together like two tuning forks, singing, activating each other. This is the earth beat.
Waiho me whakapā.
in our culture, when people come from another place, guests and so forth, as hosts, we want to meet them. And usually there's two reasons for this, is to check if they have any bad intentions, and then also to make them feel comfortable and happy and settled in the land, you know. If everything is perfect, their purpose and the reasons for coming is right, then it's so much easier to accept them and look after them and care for them. And the whole process is really about becoming one people. And when you anchor yourself in, you become a part of this land. You're accepted of this land, like one family. That's what that really means and really represents the Pōhiri.
The first day in terms of being offered to be able to do that, to welcome everybody onto the whenua by way of acknowledging people from where they've travelled, and supporting the organisers of the event too. So it's really great to see organisers who work with the home people.
That was always the case. We initiated these relationships from day one. As soon as we realized that this place is going to be a home for that festival for a few years, at the same time it was important for us not only to nurture the relationship with Auckland Council, that also guardians of the land, also the iwi, the local indigenous tribe that are guardians of this land, also the animals, also the birds, also the trees, also the community of the festival, also the organizers, also the volunteers. It was always important for us to acknowledge all the circles that are planting seeds in this land.
It's very important for the community, very important for our tribe as well. Being recognised as part of a partnership, is developing those relationships, having those engagements with the organisers, and to appreciate the work that they put in. Because we know that there's a hell of a lot of work.
And of course the indigenous has a big part of it, because they have been here for a long time. They know the nature of the place. They connect to the spirit of the place. And that spirit is something that actually we can tap into through people that have that experience here. They walked this place generations. They bring their ancestor with them.
So we have many particular sites all throughout New Zealand that people have dwelled upon and lived for so long. This is one of the largest harbours in the Southern Hemisphere. So that would mean this place has been lived in for a long time. And these lands have been cared for, we've eaten from these lands, cared for these lands. That's what makes it really special.
Oh, the beautiful land, the Kaipara land, very sacred land, this land. A lot of our ancestors, and my ancestor, Ponihika, a lot of them came here because it was close to the plenty food, gathered, huge gatherings, plenty food here from the sea. And easy to come and land from the big canoes, wakas.
What makes Earthbeat unique is the fact that it's very family friendly, but it's at the same time balanced in the aspect of the celebration. There's a lot of celebration, there's a lot of growth, there's a lot of healing, a lot of human connection. So it's very wholesome, like it's very balanced.
From my understanding, with those who are heading this project, Earthbeat, we all feel and we all felt that it's really time for us to nurture the mother, Papatūānuku. When you nurture and heal the mother, the children will be healed.
To have children and youth and elders as well, seniors, be welcomed here and taken care of and really considered as part of the village is an essential part of that kind of village vibe that helps us with the kaupapa, that helps us with that purpose that we're looking to achieve.
I was realizing today that we haven't created a festival, we created a village. You know, this is like a community all together, and we're celebrating and we're just doing things with each other and for each other. Some people are providing the food, some people are providing the entertainment, some people are teaching in the workshops and sharing their knowledge with the rest of their family, the rest of the community.
The purpose that we came up with, that hasn't changed. It's maybe changed a few words here and there, but hasn't really shifted much since the beginning, which was 2015, 2016, was to create a platform for transformation and celebration, to inspire and empower new and regenerative ways of living on Earth.
So the Kaupapa to bring platform for presence, transformation, so we can empower regenerative ways of living, that means so many things to so many people. And to get to this point, there is many ways. Is not to consume like crazy, is to be mindful of what we're doing, is to be mindful of regenerative self-care. That means the first thing and foremost, you are self-accountable. It's not throwing out all your life into someone else.
But it's just mindfulness in all things, you know, whether it's the food you're consuming or the music you're listening or the products you're buying. We should just be mindful of our actions and where we invest our time and energy and money, and because they have big ramifications, you know, and these kind of festivals show that.
It's all about the beautiful, intricate balance and equilibrium of everything, you know? We can do anything as long as it's done with this grace, with kindness and respect, whether it's the land that provides the food and the water, whether it's people that provide us with sense of comfort and friendship. So we embrace them, you know, we receive that with love and we give back to them.
Acknowledging nature, acknowledging the importance in terms of the gifts that have been created for us to survive. And Earthbeat offers a lot of aroha manaki around the importance of looking after Earth Mother. If we don't, which we're not doing a very good job on, globally as well, we're not going to survive. If we keep polluting our rivers, our waterways, our resources, all these corporate organizations that are taking over and just, they've taken away so much, and they continue to do so.
So the festival brings in the joy. You know, everyone's all dancing around, but those who are consciously dancing, we're dancing that joy back into Mother. And every time when I dance, and a few of us dance, we're conduits, so we're dancing the joy into Mother, because that's what Mother has had taken out of her, the joy. She's just had stuff taken. So we're dancing and bringing it back into her.
The most beautiful thing about this whole event is connection. People connecting more, people relaxing, letting the veils down so that they can be true, they can be their authentic self. It's a very beautiful platform for people to really be, and whatever that is. It's one of the greatest platforms that I've been to that is non-prejudice. Everyone is welcome, everything is accepted within the confinements of health and safety, you know?
It's very diverse. I like that diversity aspect of it. And the fact that it's run by a community, there's something about it that makes me more interested in participating or being part of it, because I think we need more community, more spaces and vessels that can help transmute and connect people with people. celebration means expression of feeling, of wholeness, of togetherness, of wholesomeness. Something that happens that makes you feel more elevated. That is worth celebrating, is worth acknowledging.
For me, celebration is the joyful expression of the soul, of being alive, of being connecting with people, with places, with light, with sound, with all the waveforms.
For me, the music and dance is obviously number one, and every culture has that. You know, even from tribal rhythms to modern day electronica, it's all a form of celebration and it's all a form of connection. So yeah, for me, that's the most important way, through music, movement and dance.
I think life is so worthwhile celebrating, and sometimes we forget it because humans are very crazy creatures. I'm always fascinated by that. Humans are highly creative. Even the ones that think that they are not creative, sometimes they just need to close their eyes, reflect upon the body in which currently they operate, and realize that this body is such a magnificent thing, highly creative. Currently there is billions of cells in your body doing all sorts of stuff. You have organs, you have heart, you have this, the brain communicates. It's a highly creative organism. So when people tell me, oh, I'm not creative enough, you are the most creative thing that currently walks on this planet. So it's worthwhile celebrating that.
Life is a gift, it's a precious gift. Yeah, let's celebrate it. Celebrate all the people in your life. Celebrate the good and the bad. Because the bad is just as important. It teaches us things, you know, it helps us grow. And it makes us appreciate the good more. So yeah, celebrate everything. Every day, get up and choose to celebrate and be grateful, because there's so much to be grateful for.
We can come here to celebrate our successes on the journey towards transformation. We can come to celebrate us being together. We can celebrate, our community being together and making this thing together. Because everyone plays a part in this thing. It's not just the people that build it, it's also the people that come here to bring their energy, bring their joy, bring their light, and bring their festival vibe.
So I feel like celebration is what makes everything to flourish. And it brings that sort of joy and light and comfort, and it allows us to be present.
offer a platform for everyone to share their ideas, to share their views, and we can all learn from each other or reject. If you don't like something, it's totally okay. If you want to live your life one way, we love you. If you want to live your life another way, we still love you. We love you no matter what. We're all brothers and sisters, and we're all on a journey together, and we don't want to judge anything. And I think that speaks to the true transformation.
There are always people who are going to their first festivals, and many of these people are being enlightened into a new way of life from the people they're meeting and the experiences they're having. And I'm not talking about the old school people who've been going there for 20 years, but every year, I mean, more and more people have suddenly discovered this new way of living and way of thinking. So yeah, it's quite exciting, and it's always evolving. Yeah.
That first festival was just so amazing. It blew me away. You could literally feel the energy. You walked into the circle and it hit you, boom. And that kind of experience, it changes you. And you go back and you just want to be kinder to and nicer and more shiny, you know, a better version of yourself with every person that you meet. And it's amazing how when you start smiling because you're really feeling the joy, people smile back at you, and so you just create this ripple that extends way beyond the festival. And yeah, with every festival, that open-heartedness just grows.
It makes you think in a wider perspective than you did before, and this is quite common for people attending their first festivals. They're expanding their awareness and just becoming more conscious of different ways of living than they might have had previously. So yeah, it's in the nature of the word, it's transformation. Yeah.
The transformation isn't trying to be something or be an ideal. It's, for me, and I think Earthbeat, we really hold this kaupapa, is to learn to accept each other and to be one. Even though we're different, we can still love each other and support each other. There's a higher form of transformation. Especially in this world with so much division, so much hate, so many different sides. It's such a tragedy that if you're in one tribe and you don't believe the same as another tribe, that we have to have a war, we have to have a fight. If we can understand each other and support each other, maybe we can find some way to connect, because there are so many ways that we can connect. It's not just our ideas that have to be the same. The fact that we're humans on this planet, on one planet, means that we have all of that to share together.
And a lot of times there is almost hijacking, in a way, a platform. Oh, a spiritual community, conscious community. What does that even mean? We're all conscious. If you're unconscious, you possibly either fainted or not alive. So I don't buy that bullshit, you know. We're all spiritual. There is not spiritual community more than others. There is other people that are spiritual in a different way than what you feel. So we're all spiritual, we're all conscious, and some of us using all sorts of spiritual ideas or whatever that is for the benefit of their own, rather than actually seeing how it can benefit the greater good.
This idea of like trying to be something or trying to get somewhere, you know, that separates us from where we are now. That makes where we are now into a problem. And that's judgment. And then if you're where we are now, oh, then you're old school, you're not progressive, you know, you're not spiritual, you know. And then, oh, if you're drinking cacao and you're wearing natural clothing, oh, you're better, you're more spiritual, you're more advanced. That's separation, you know, that's division, that's just more of the same problem.
My concern is how we actually showing up to the values that we want to be as humans, how we showing up to walking the path and pulling each other when we sometimes wandering off, whether it's an anger, whether it's more not in my spiritual path. That's what's important to me, not the titles, not, oh, I'm a conscious event. Nah, boring. I'm everything, I'm all of it, and I'm nothing at the same time. So it's how we kind of encompass all of that together.
We have greater transformation as well, like the festival trying to set an example of what's possible with the composting and the washing systems and no waste, people having to bring their own plates and cutlery so that we don't have to throw thousands of plates into the bin, the tribal zone and all the workshops as well. Everything is like planting a seed of possibility that then people take home to them. And they try and create changes in their life. They learn about things that they didn't know was possible before, whether it was breathing techniques, conscious relating, or even just, you know, how to dance on the dance floor without caring what anyone's seeing.
And this places like this provide that opportunity for people to explore and share, and from that place. And it's really important. And although it feels a little bit utopic, like dreamy, like we can't live in society like this every day, it's not sustainable. I think it's still good to have these experiences where you go to the playground as an adult and explore to have fun, explore to meet parts of yourself that may have not been met yet. And be okay, and let it speak.
We know that it's a temporary thing, it's only 5 days. And it doesn't change the world, but it does change people's perceptions and minds. And then when they go off into their lives, it slowly creates change. And the more festivals that we have that are doing this, especially transformational festivals, the more it's planting more and more seeds, waking more and more people up, showing more and more people that things are possible, and it just grows from there.
Inuhi, inuhi, inuhi. Inuhi ki te tapunui a tāne. Kia wāte te nāku te hinenau te wairua. Ai, te tīmana. I te ara takatū ki te era tangata. Ki te whaia. Ki te ao marama. Humi e hui e i. Tāi ki e.